Hi, I'm Victoria Gallagher from HipTalk.com, and today I want to talk about some hypnosis tips that you can use for success with listening to my hypnosis CDs or any other hypnosis that you might do for that matter. These steps are going to help you to create a much more powerful state of your mind, and so I encourage you to take a look at these steps and use these as you're doing your hypnosis. So the first step is in choosing a quiet place. So this is a place that is totally free of all distractions, any interruptions, any disturbances. I always recommend that you let the people in your household know that you are going to be going into hypnosis. Take this time for you. You deserve it. This is your time. And so the best way that you're going to make the most out of it is by having a place that is suitable for you to do the hypnosis without being interrupted. All right, so the next step is in wearing comfortable clothes. Obviously, the more comfortable you are, the more you are going to be able to relax. So make sure you're just aware of that before you start hypnosis. It's okay just to, if you need to unbutton the top button or if you need to change into something or taking off your shoes, all of those things would be very advisable before going into hypnosis. The next step is about relaxing and yet having an open body position. You want to be in a position where you are like accepting a gift. You are receiving a gift, the gift of hypnosis, as it's going into your subconscious mind. If you have your arms and legs crossed, then that's kind of telling your subconscious mind that you're closed off. You want to be in an open body position. Now, the other aspect of this is you want to have your spine straight. So I encourage you to either lay flat on a floor or a bed, or have yourself in a chair with your spine completely straight. And you would want to have your hands, kind of facing up with your palms open so you're not touching anything, nothing's disturbing your open body position. All right, so the other step obviously is you want to, when I tell you to, you want to close your eyes. But this is also, for your own self so that you can also just kind of put aside all distractions. If you're watching things going on around you, if you're doing things, then you're being disturbed. So you want to just close your eyes. Now, the other thing too is you don't want to close your eyes too tightly. Sometimes people might feel like they've got to really close their eyes very tightly. Just allow your eyes to close and allow your eyes to lead the way to your relaxation. All right, so the next step is that you want to breathe naturally. I will sometimes talk about, taking deep breaths, and you might want to do that, of course, if I'm talking about that in the initial stages. But after I've talked about breathing, then you want to just allow yourself to breathe naturally, however is comfortable for you. You will probably notice that your breathing slows down, and you will also probably notice that your breathing gets a little deeper just all on its own, because these are the natural ways that we learn to breathe when we are relaxed. We tend to breathe much more shallow as we are stressed and kind of trying to keep it together during the day. So the next step, and these are probably some of the more important ones that I'm getting into now. A lot of times people say that they are not visual, but what I want you to think about is, which shoe did you put on this morning first when you got dressed? All right, now think about that shoe and think about that foot and notice how you came up with that. You probably felt yourself or saw yourself in some way kind of looking down at the side of your body, the foot, the shoe that you were putting on first. And If you think about what color your car is, or if you think about a beautiful sunset, those kinds of things, where you're naturally pulling up some kind of an image. And a lot of times people think that, again, they're not very visual, but you can visualize. You just need to really think of it in terms of maybe remembering or imagining what something looks like, creating some kind of an image in your mind. This is just a tip for success. I'm not saying that you won't have success if you don't feel like you know how to visualize, but what I am saying is try to talk yourself into the idea that you do know how to visualize and that you are getting better at it, because your mind is going to take cues from what you tell it to do. So if you tell it, I'm not very visual, then that's exactly what it's going to do. But if you just allow yourself to be open to the idea that you can become visual, and the more visual you become, the more you are going to have success with hypnosis. This is going to help you in a lot of ways. All right, now visualizing goes beyond just seeing the image in your head. When I ask you to visualize, the next step is that you want to visualize yourself in that image. So this is where some people find it a little tricky. A lot of times people kind of have a little bit of a hard time visualizing themselves. So what I want you to think about is, like, maybe if you're going through a photo album, just kind of imagine yourself going through some photos. You've had pictures taken of yourself. You've seen yourself in pictures. So just kind of start to imagine it that way. Imagine putting yourself into the image of success that you're creating in your mind when we go through that process. So, if you can just start to sharpen and think of what you look like. Another way is just really to look at yourself in the mirror. Sometimes, we can go a whole couple of days and not really see ourselves. You might look in the mirror to brush your teeth or brush your hair or do something along those lines, but you're not really taking a look. You're just sort of doing it in a utilitarian kind of way. Really look at yourself. Notice what you look like, and then as you're looking at yourself in the mirror, then begin to imagine yourself in some of the images that we might talk about in the hypnosis sessions. So again, it's about setting yourself up for success and letting yourself know that you are a visual person, and you can become better and better at this. And I do have a session to help you to become more visual. Actually, I have a couple. I have one single session that's a download called Improve Visualization, and then I also have that as a in my amazing brain training program, which includes 4 other amazing sessions that help you with your success in life. All right, so that's enough about visualizing yourself in the images. The next step, step 8, is feeling the physical sensations of those images. How would that feel? How would your body feel if you were in that image? What would that feel like to be standing there in that image? And just notice the way that your body physically feels while you're in that image. You might notice that your heart is beating a little bit faster because you're feeling physiological changes from the excitement. So these are some things that you want to think about when you're imagining the physical sensations of the images. All right, and then the next step is that you want to feel the emotional sensations of the images. How are you going to feel when you have finally achieved that goal? Allow that excitement, that happiness flow through you, and feel the thrill that success builds in you. Feel the passion and feel that success. All right. Now, another area that we want to talk about is letting go of the outcome. Now, this can feel sort of in opposition to what we've been talking about. You want to allow yourself to visualize the success and create that vision of success for yourself. But, don't get so stuck that it has to be exactly that way. It may not show up exactly that way at first. And so, what I mean by letting go of it is don't allow yourself to get so attached that it brings down your positive feelings that you are creating. Know that there is a purpose and there is a reason for other potential outcomes. So let yourself be willing to accept other possible outcomes that are basically along these same lines as what it is that you are wanting to achieve. Okay, so then the next step is to reinforce these suggestions throughout the day. You can spend the 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes in hypnosis during the first part of your day or whenever you decide to go into hypnosis, and then you can talk yourself right out of those suggestions as you go on throughout the day by thinking to yourself, oh, this is never going to happen, or I'm not really sure if I believe in this, or I'm trying to do this, or any of those kind of negative, doubtful sort of words. You want to allow yourself to continue throughout the day to think about that thing. Not in, again, going back to step 11, not in a way that you're hanging on, but in a way that you're just reinforcing the belief that you have that you do deserve to have whatever it is that you're working toward, that anything is possible, and that you do believe, and that you are working towards some type of change that is ultimately going to create some type of success that is in that general area that you're working on. So just continue to reinforce those positive feelings and those positive suggestions. Smile throughout the day, feel happy, tell other people that you're working on a goal. Don't tell people, though, that are going to be kind of negative nillies that are, you kind of know you're setting yourself up for naysayers and doubters. Don't talk to those people about it, but talk to people who you know are going to hold you capable and hold yourself capable for going after these dreams and goals. Finally, it's time for you to do something different. So, if you continue to, go on about your life and you listen to hypnosis, but you're not actually taking any kind of action step toward this goal, and you're basically sort of waiting for things to happen to you, that may not be the most effective way to go about, getting what you want. Do something that is representative of you achieving this goal. Maybe you go into your house and even just change around a piece of furniture, move something in your room that when you do that, you're consciously telling yourself that this represents this change that I'm about to make in my life. So every time you see that major change in your living room, you see that, and it's sort of like an anchor, and it brings you back to the wonderful feelings about this thing that's going to be happening. If there's an action step that you can take that is toward that goal, that is in the right direction, take that step. Even if you don't know what the next steps are going to be, take that first step, and then ultimately the next step will be shown for you. Another thing that you can do that is creative and that just kind of allows you to take action in a physical way is to create a vision board. Create something that, again, is representative of that success that you are looking to achieve. So these are the 12 different steps and tips that I have for the best way to make use of hypnosis and to make it more effective for you in your daily life. I am Victoria Gallagher from HipTalk.com. hoping you have all kinds of success and luck in the changes that you are looking to make in your life. If you have any questions about how to make hypnosis more effective for you, please don't hesitate to go to my website and send me an email or send me a comment here on YouTube. I look forward to hearing all about the results that you are achieving in your life. Thanks for watching.